And the following items is what we're going to be looking for. Images or videos of child engaging in conduct defined in Florida State Statute 827.071.
I don't understand.
Hold on.
I can't have you read this right now.
In the early morning hours of February 15th, 2024, a task force with the Lee County Sheriff's Office arrived at a residence on Misty Morning Lane in Fort Myers, Florida, to execute a search warrant. The warrant was issued as part of a child exploitation investigation after child material was downloaded online and traced back to the home, with the download being intercepted by law enforcement. Just after 7 a.m, deputies were met at the door by 26-year-old Samantha Lee White, who appeared visibly startled and confused by the sudden police presence. At that point in the investigation, law enforcement's focus was on Samantha's boyfriend, 29-year-old John White, whose online activity had directly linked him to the illegal material that prompted the warrant. However, as deputies began searching the home and speaking with those inside, the situation took an unexpected turn. Samantha revealed information of her own, secrets that shifted the narrative away from John alone and sent the investigation in an entirely different direction.
Ruger, shut up.
Wait 1 second, you're walking too fast for me.
Sorry, I just didn't want to speak now.
I'm not hear you.
You got Tinkle Star in your mocap? Yeah. Can we put it back in your crib? He's just been hanging out. Just.
I want to grab a blanket since
Hey.
probably be outside.
Hey, buddy.
What's.
Is that what you...
For me, I have shoes. Yes, they're going to
They
be out by
downstairs?
the door.
Okay. Alright.
Buddy, so people came to visit.
Alright, so I'm going to read you this. We have a search warrant for the residence, okay? It's going to be under agency case number with Lee County 24-06919. For the address of 18130 Misty Morning Lane, Fort Myers, Florida, 339139. It's a single family home. And again, the address is 18130 Misty Morning Lane, Fort Myers, Florida. Honorable Judge Elizabeth Adams of the 20th Judicial Circuit in and for the Lee County State of Florida received via electronic transmission pursuant to section 933.07 Florida statute from Detective Diana Sinchi. And the following items is what we're going to be looking for. Images or videos of child engaging in sexual conduct defined in Florida State Statute 827.071.
I don't understand.
Hold on,
I can't have you read this right now. Like,
Okay.
I haven't even taken a shit this morning. And
Alright, hon.
I just woke up and I have no idea what's going on. Oh.
We'll talk to... I'm just reading you the search warrant. Do you understand? Do you want to...
I think I get an understanding.
Do you want me to keep reading or do you want to look at it yourself?
I'll look at it myself.
Okay, just... Well, we're going to be looking for electronics, basically. That kind. Are you okay? I know, this is pretty hard. I'm sorry, I made your mind baby.
And that's what I just don't want because I can't give him to his dad and I can't give him to anybody that I don't trust. And I just need a minute.
The judge was... Well, I'll just read the final. You can look at it in a minute. The warrant was presented to the judge on the 14th, which was yesterday, who approved it. Okay? I'll give the everything else. Okay? All right. Questions? So basically, we're gonna search.
Yes,
as soon as the house we're done, we'll turn it back over. We're gonna talk to you about this.
Okay.
Okay. You have any questions for us?
At some point, I need a water and to use the restroom.
Okay.
Other than that.
Yeah, we can do that. All right.
And then at some point, I would also like to go in the little garden area just so I can set him down and he can play.
Okay. Perfect. So let me just coordinate with them and I'll be right back.
And when can I see my husband?
In a minute.
Okay.
We'll talk to you guys.
Okay.
And just for the record, this warrant was served at 7:47 a.m. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be right back. And you'll get a copy of this. You want it now? I'll let you come down. I'll be back. Alright, it's ready, sir. She started crying, so she didn't want me to finish it. I'm like, we're looking for electronics.
You told her she's gonna have the copy of it.
Yeah, I said this is gonna be your copy, and I told her that the judge who authored the search when I showed her the day and time.
Okay. The only other thing we're gonna try is we want to have her come in and get the dog. There's one little section we couldn't clear.
Okay.
So if we can have her either leave little guy or
She said she does.
she can keep it with her. That's fine.
I had her come
We just
in.
want to put him on a leash or let's just find. I'll go with you. Let's just see if we can find a spot. Watch where you step.
Yeah,
That's poop everywhere.
too late. I don't know how many times I had stepped on everything.
Ma'am, is there anywhere we can put the dogs besides that space while we're here, or are they allowed outside?
I can let them out over here, and then they'll be trapped in there, and nobody
Will
else
that be
will have
okay with you?
access. Yes.
It'll just help
I
us
just
speed
prefer
things up.
me.
No, we
to do
would
it.
prefer
I
you to
just
do it
don't
as
know
well.
how they would react to
Okay.
anybody else.
Are
yes.
you able to help do that right now? Okay.
I sure am. When we go in, is there a way I can just get a sip of water before we do
absolutely.
that?
For sure.
The revelation hit Samantha hard. It clearly wasn't something she had anticipated. And as mentioned earlier, the child material discovered during the investigation was ultimately linked to her husband, John. So the obvious question became, how did Samantha end up implicated in this case at all? The answer lies in what she voluntarily disclosed to detectives while the search of the property was still underway. At one point, Samantha asked to speak privately with lead investigators, Detectives C and Barcelli, explaining that there was something she needed to get off her chest. What followed caught everyone off guard. She admitted to having a long-standing fascination with animal-related sexual content, specifically stating that she had viewed videos involving horses, including content depicting women engaging in sexual acts with them. She went on to say that she'd searched for other types of animal content online to explore what interested her, noting that dogs were among the animals she fixated on. Given the nature of what she'd shared, detectives asked her directly whether she had ever created videos involving animals or any of the 4 dogs she owned. Before answering, Samantha requested that Detective Barcelli be removed from the room, saying she did not feel comfortable speaking in front of a male officer. Her request was granted, and once he left, she made a full confession. Samantha admitted that she had engaged in sexual intercourse with her brown Labrador, stating that the most recent incident occurred approximately 1 month before the search, in January 2024. When discussing the first encounter, she explained that her husband John had initially been present. However, during the incident, the dog became aggressive and territorial, prompting John to leave the room. According to reports, in later instances, John would watch from behind a door rather than being directly involved. Samantha attempted to downplay her actions, telling Detective Sy that curiosity had driven her behaviour and that she did not consider herself genuinely attracted to animals. That explanation didn't hold much weight with investigators, particularly because the conduct had occurred multiple times, rather than being an isolated incident. As questioning continued, Samantha added that when she consumed alcohol, she felt a stronger desire for intimacy, but John was often too tired. She claimed she turned to the dog instead because it provided the attention she felt she was lacking. Not long after Samantha gave her statement, John emerged and presented himself to law enforcement. He had been hiding elsewhere in the house. By that point, officers had already discovered a cell phone submerged in a toilet. Investigators believed it belonged to John and questioned whether he had intentionally attempted to destroy evidence. John denied knowing how the phone ended up there. Detectives made it clear that water damage would not prevent them from accessing the device and advised him to be forthcoming if there was anything of concern on it. With the phone recovered and Samantha's confession already on record, John ultimately admitted to his involvement in that aspect of the case. While his account largely mirrored Samantha's, he stated that the activity dated back to 2023. Both were taken into custody in connection with this portion of the investigation and transported for further questioning. Details from those interviews, much like information related to the child abuse material charges, were not released publicly at the time. This was likely due to the fact that John had not yet entered a plea or gone to trial on several charges, including filming a person engaging in sexual activity with an animal, multiple counts of animal-related offences, and several counts of possession of child sexual abuse material. Much of that information remained sealed pending the resolution of his case. Samantha was charged separately with multiple counts related to sexual activity involving an animal. In April 2025, she pleaded guilty and received a sentence of 3 years in prison, followed by 3 years of probation. All animals were removed from her care, and she was prohibited from owning or living with animals during her probation period. As for the couple's child, authorities have not released specific details. In situations involving serious criminal allegations against parents, agencies such as Florida's Department of Children and Families typically step in to assess the child's safety and living arrangements. While that does not always mean foster care, it does mean the child is no longer in the parent's custody. What is known is that the child was removed from their care and was not harmed.